never running, so try it again.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep. One more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand, Zane Gonzalez to get things started. Off we go here in the rain at Gillette Stadium. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here goes tonight. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he's going to be hit and drop behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May, and that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down. As the tackle was made at about the 43-yard line.
And the Falcons first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Another run here for Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 8-yard line.
And it's going to throw again. This one's caught at the 4. And he's in! Touchdown Atlanta. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
It's nothing. St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake, here's May. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Falcons are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, Penix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one batted in the air and intercepted.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. We'll go play action with May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Xavier Watts on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Falcons.
on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is May. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing now is May. And deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Falcons. It's a gain of 34. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Atlanta.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Throwing is Penix. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0.
Patriots nothing. St. Gonzalez.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's May. He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
They're going. It's May. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
May to throw again. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
We're going to go play action with Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down. Here's Penix. That's to Pitts, the tight end. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. To the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Leonard Floyd. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Inside the 10, it is caught, and he will score! Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Gibson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. He's going to look downfield once again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
May to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this will be incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield. Deep pass, incomplete. They've got to find a way to generate possessions.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown Atlanta. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Gonzalez now for the point out. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
They run over center with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
This is 3rd and 6.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Now Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
Come on. 69. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First down, Atlanta.
A carry, this is Carter, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready?
They'll throw. It's Penix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and goal.
Here we go,
Atlanta.
6. Check go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And the tackle is made at about the 6. 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Tag.
To throw again, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike,